everyone, this is Amy. Welcome to my channel. Today I have two pretty big boxes from Misfits Market, and we're gonna get these boxes open. But first, I want to remind you that there's a link in the description down below where you can try Misfits. This is not sponsored by Misfits. I do pay for all these boxes. But if you use that link, you'll get a discount off your first box, and I'll get a credit off my next box. Let's get these boxes open and find out what's inside. There's not a lot of room. The ice packs are right on top. Can you see that? A little insert about salad ingredients and their suggestions for salad ingredients. This is, it looks like a Bobby Flay recipe. Bobby's homemade sausage patties. And then we've got Oils 101. This is interesting. This is all about oil, and it includes extra virgin olive oil, canola oil, sunflower oil, and those are inflammatory oils, so I use them sparingly, although I do have some up there that are expeller pressed. So if you do canola or sunflower oil, definitely do expeller pressed. The same vegetable oil, I stay away from that because that's a mix of different oils. You don't know their sources, you don't know where they came from, and you guys know I like to know where my food came from. Coconut oil, which it's best when it's organic and unrefined. Avocado, that's great. Safflower, this goes in with the canola and the sunflower, where I would try to stay away from that. And sesame oil, what they're talking about is non-toasted sesame oil. I've used toasted sesame oil with when I make Asian style food, and I love that. Wow, soupy. These are pretty soupy. And these are sink and garden safe gel packs. But when you put them on top of stuff, oh wow, this looks really organized. Can you guys see this in here? This looks very organized. Wow. We have our strawberries. They are actually nicely wrapped. They're cool. Everything in here is cool, which is amazing to me because it's super hot outside. At least it is here. I don't know about where you guys are. In fact, fun fact, the solar panels on one of the rinks I work in caught fire today. That's how hot it is. Hot enough to melt solar panels. Some organic strawberries, and these are in very good shape. And if you remember, for a while, they weren't. And we had stopped getting strawberries from Misfits because they never arrived in actually good condition. These are in good condition. And then we've got some broccolini. This looks very nice. And stay till the end because I'm gonna put the receipt up and go over it with you so you know what every item in these boxes cost me. Some sunflower shoots, and this is interesting. These are organic from Element Farms in Lafayette, New Jersey. Again, to me, that's local, pesticide-free, ultra-fresh, organically grown, and these expire July 9th, so I've got some time on these. And then we've got some spring mix, and this is also Element Farms, and this is good through July 6th. So again, really fresh, we've got some time. And this gives it away on the box. Yellow nectarines. These look good. Really nice. And it's nice that they come in a box so that they don't, because they used to just, you guys remember they used to just toss everything in here? It's nice that they're not doing that. And then we've got some white nectarines, and these look really good. They're very firm. They'll last a while. That's always nice. And some more white nectarines here. These look nice too. I'm impressed with this. The packaging has gotten so much better. And then we've got some more yellow nectarines. I love nectarines. That's why I got so many. If you guys like nectarines, leave me a comment down below. I prefer nectarines to peaches. There's something about the fuzzy skin on peaches that I'm not a huge fan of. And then we've got some russet potatoes. This one is very small. This one is normal size. I mean, I feel like that small one should have actually been 2. And then we've got some corn. With corn, I say this all the time, but you've got to be super careful with corn that it's organic or at least non-GMO, because corn in the United States anyway is very often a GMO food. And then we've got some celery. This is in really good shape. It's nice and cool. Some garlic, which it turns out I actually didn't need because Colin picked up some organic garlic at BJ's, and it comes in these sleeves from BJ's. So I just got this, and now I don't really need that, but when I placed the order, I didn't know that he was going to go to BJ's. And then we've got some purple sweet potatoes because I've gotten Colin to eat sweet potatoes, and it'll be fun to have purple ones. Cherries, nice. These look good. Some organic cherries, sweet cherries. Where are these from? Washington State. Cool. And these peppers look so much better than the peppers we got from Imperfect a couple weeks ago. These are so much better. And guess what? They were a ton cheaper too. Oh, some nice lacinato kale, the flat leaf kind. This is beautiful. It's huge. Can you guys see that? I was disappointed though, they didn't have romaine. You guys know I love to get romaine. They didn't have any. And these are pluots, which are like a mixture, a hybrid between an apricot and a plum. And they're organic. They're so cute. They're so tiny and cute. And this is some sad looking fennel. Oh, it's like crying. Can you see it's crying? I'm sad. Not in the best condition. I'm gonna have to use that pretty quick. I love that they're wrapping things and not just tossing things in a box anymore. It's progress. We've got some organic pitted olives. I don't remember ordering these, but as you know, that doesn't mean I didn't order them. That just means I don't remember. So stay with me and we'll check that receipt. And then we've got a cantaloupe. Wow, this one's heavy. And a honeydew. And these are all organic as well. Okay, so that's this box. One of the ice packs is a little slimy, so it looks like it was leaking a bit. Okay, so what do we have? We have thyme, some organic thyme, a random lime. I know I ordered limes though. Some baby spinach, and this is Best by July 4th. So I have about 6 days on this. That's good. Some broccoli. We've actually been eating broccoli and not just broccolini, and it's good. My stomach's been okay with that. It looks like this is an heirloom tomato. It's 2 heirloom tomatoes. 1 small tomato and 1 large tomato. The large tomato is not in great shape. I don't know if you can tell, but it's very overripe and it looks a little shriveled on the top, so I'll have to use that really quick. This one is in great shape. And then we've got some Roma tomatoes, and these are nice and firm, although the top is a bit weird. These are good. A couple of avocados. One is very ripe and one is not ripe at all. What is this? Almond oil. Here's an oil that was not on their oil sheet. Almond oil. This is great for high heat cooking, like where you'd use avocado oil, you can use almond oil. And there was a really good price on this, which is why I got it. This is Best by October of this year. This is Chosen Foods, non-GMO, glyphosate free. We love that. Awesome. Stay with me till the end because I do have the receipt and I can let you know exactly what that costs. And then we've got some pea shoots. I love these. These are also Element Farms, and these are freshest until July 5th. So again, we've got a lot of time on all of this stuff. And someone asked in my last video, I must have a huge storage room or something. I don't. I live in an apartment. I have a refrigerator right here, and I have a freezer back there. We eat this stuff. So, I mean, these are our groceries. We don't need an extra room for them or anything. another lime, so that's 2 limes. And 2 red potatoes. Very nice looking pineapple. And what I do with this is I cut it up and then I freeze it. We put it in drinks instead of ice cubes, or I've defrosted it and used it in, like, when I'm cooking something, I do spicy pineapple salsa. So that's what this is for. Ooh, some apricots. These are big apricots, wow. Apricots are usually small, like this size or smaller. Like, this is sort of normal. It's still a little bit bigger than a normal apricot, but I like it. Lots of fruit. That's what's great about summer, isn't it? That you can get all this fruit. And then we've got some portobello mushrooms, and these are great on the grill. Again, summer. A yellow onion. Three red onions. They look good. And another yellow onion. Some more apricots or apricots. How do you say it? Apricot or apricot? Leave me a comment. Let me know. These are beautiful. I'm so happy with these. You know, seasonal fruit. And then we've got some red plums. These are gorgeous, guys. Wow. You know, honestly, I think this might be the best Misfits box ever. Everything looks so good, so fresh, well packed. 2 more limes, so that's 4 limes altogether. Okay, so here we have some summer squash. This one doesn't look so great. This one's fine. They're on the small side. Again, that's the kind of thing you expect from Misfits. And then we've got some leeks. These are ginormous leeks. Is ginormous a word? I know I say that all the time, but is it actually a word? I don't think it's an official word, or maybe it is. Maybe because people like me say it a lot. They made it a word. Okay, and then finally we have some chives. Scallions. These are scallions, not chives. Okay, so I'm going to show you what this looks like. This is a lot of stuff. So over there we have the pineapple, the almond oil, the avocados, and then we have a bunch of stuff in the sink. Lots of stuff. And then over here I've got some stuff. And over here I have some stuff too. So this is a whole lot of stuff. Okay, so now let's take a look at the receipt, make sure I got everything, and you guys can see what I actually paid. So the white nectarines, $2.38 for 2. The Plowats, is that how you say that? P-L-U-O-T. Plowat? Those were 3 for $1.49. The apricots or apricots, whichever you prefer, those were 2. Those were 3 count, and I got 2 3-count, so 6 altogether, and that was $4.18. The Roma tomatoes were 4 for $1.55. The garlic was 2 for 98 cents. The broccoli was $1.99. And again, remember, this is all organic, guys. The heirloom tomatoes were 2 for $1.99. I feel like that's a little high considering one of them's not so great. The russet potatoes were 2 for 99 cents. The yellow onions were 2 for $1.19. The scallions were 79 cents for 1. The summer squash was 2 for $1.39. The purple sweet potatoes were 2 for 79 cents. That's a good deal. The red potatoes were 2 for 99 cents. The kale was $1.49. The celery was $1.69. The red plums were 4 for $1.95. The fennel was 1 for $1.49, and I feel like that's high because, I mean, if I were in the store and I saw that fennel, I wouldn't have actually bought it because it looks bad. The limes were 4 for $1.29. The organic cantaloupe was $2.29. The pineapple was $2.99. I feel like that's a super good deal. The strawberries, a pound for $3.69. The organic honeydew was 1 for $2.99. See, that's what I didn't get. So I got olives instead of mayonnaise. I had ordered Sir Kensington's mayonnaise, the organic mayonnaise, and I got these olives instead. Now I'll eat the olives, but that's not what I ordered, and I'm not sure these were $4.99, so I'm gonna have to write them a love note. The almond oil was $7.99. That's a tremendous deal. This is 1 liter or 33.8 fluid ounces of almond oil, and it was only $7.99. And this is non-GMO verified and glyphosate free. That's a great deal. The avocados were 2 for $1.99. The organic broccolini was $1.99. The thyme was $1.69. The corn was $2.29 for 2. The sunflower greens were $3.49. The organic leeks were $2.99. The portobello mushroom caps were $2.69, and that's for 3 caps. That's pretty good. Baby spinach $2.99. The pea shoots $2.99. The red cherries were $3.99. The yellow nectarines were 4 for $2.78. That's a good deal. I don't know why I whispered that. That was weird. The spring mix was $2.99. The sweet potato medley was $3.99, and I think that's a lot less than when I got them from Imperfect last time. The organic onions, the red onions, were $1.49. So my total was $91.90. Without any discounts, this was under $100. I feel like if I went to Trader Joe's or Whole Foods, I would spend a lot more than that. And then shipping was $4.50, which I think is very reasonable. But then I had $40 in credits from some of you using the link that I have in the description down below and signing up for Misfits Market and getting a discount off your first order. I also got a credit off my order. So after those $40 in credits, all of this was only $56.40. Leave me a comment down below and let me know, what do you think of that? Is that a good deal for organic produce? Because I feel like this time it totally is. Remember, I have that plant-based recipe book that I made for you guys because so many of you asked me, what do I do with all these vegetables? I made you a cookbook. It's on my website. Just go to amyricka.com/freebies, get your copy right there. And there's lots of other stuff on that page too. And you don't have to just pick one. You can get as many of those as you like as my gift to you for watching this video. If you like this video, please hit that like button and share it with someone if you think it could help them save some money on groceries. You know what? Just share it on your social media too. What the heck? And if you like this video, remember, I post at least one unboxing every week. So if you subscribe and ring that bell, you'll never miss one of them. I also have other fun content too, and you don't want to miss it. Thank you for watching. This is Amy. I will see you real soon. Bye.